Hey y'all, we are going live today doing a little bit of lettering and watercolor. Now, if you are part of our lettering lessons group, you may have seen us do this same lesson a couple of nights ago, and then our phone kept dying. So we are going to try to do it again. We are at the beach. I will say that. We have come here to kind of quarantine ourselves. We're going to camp quarantine with family and cousins, and so we're pulling out the art because, you know, beaches are closed. Everything's closed, and we have found that art is so good for ourselves, so we know it can be good for you too, as far as just calming the anxiety, reminding yourself to breathe, and just trying new stuff. So I'm here with my sister-in-law Fawn.
Hi.
And I'll be walking you through step by step how to do this, and she's going to be doing it with us as well. All right, so we're going to start with just drawing the shape, and we are on watercolor paper, and we have got washable watercolor markers. Now, if you've been joining us in the for the kids class in the afternoons, you have seen how we take the washable watercolors and we turn them into watercolor. I'm going to grab just the color that I want this to be. So Fawn may be doing a separate color palette. So whatever you want your center to be, we're just going to kind of do a little half circle. Right now we're just kind of sketching it all out. So kind of get that half circle on there.
Mine's a little bigger.
It's okay. It's totally fine.
Okay.
All right. Then we're going to start with the petals. So we're just sketching it out right now. So I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to start drawing. So now you don't have to do petals like this. If you wanted to do like curvy petals, you could do that. Like whoop, like that. Just this real simple ones. Or you can do what I'm doing here. So here we go. We're going to do just kind of get it on there right now. We're not worrying about the color. I'm sorry, we are worrying about the color, but we're not worrying about filling it in right now or shading or anything. We are just getting the shape on, because after the shape is on, then we are going to go letter, and then we'll come back to this. And then maybe I'll just add maybe one more, like that. Okay, so now we're going to do the lettering if you want to. So if you don't want to do lettering, you don't have to, but we love lettering around here, and we think that it's important to focus your mind on things that help. And just taking a deep breath helps. I mean, slowing your breathing down, just helps with anxiety and all kinds of things. So we're going to write breathe. So I'm going to take you through this one letter at a time. So even if you've never lettered, you can give this a little try. So Linda says, hey, need these lives for human contact. Love my husband, but I need more. I gotcha. Hey, this is one positive part of this quarantine, is that I can go live a whole lot more than normal. Okay, so we are going to break this down one stroke at a time. So if we're doing this, we're going to come like this and down, one stroke. So here and down. And then you see how this is kind of at a curve. It's not straight down. Good. Fawner. Fawn told me I had to compliment her a lot.
Because last time it was, good job, Deb. Good job, Deb. And I was just like, chop liver.
You're doing so good. Okay, so now we are going to come a curve, and then we kind of loop it up. This is getting a little tricky, but we're going to go slow. Now watch this. We're going to come up for the R, and then just kind of over like that. And then down and up. For the E, you see how we are picking our pen up. A lot of times people will do an E and they'll come straight out of this and just go up, and it kind of looks like an L. So we're going to pick that pen up, and you're going to notice that first part of the E is going to go over sideways like this. Hey, Miss Violet. We have kids all around, FYI.
Here, go make one right there, baby girl.
We got this.
That's hard. Okay.
It's okay. And then come down. Everything is one stroke at a time. It's hard for me to go slow, to tell you the truth. I feel like when I go slow, it's not as good. And then the T, we're gonna come down and up. Y'all are going to hear all kinds of stuff. You're going to hear little kids coming. You're going to hear golf carts driving by. You might hear a plane going ahead. We saw planes driving above us earlier with, they usually have the little banners behind them to advertise something, but all they say this time is, due to COVID-19, the beaches are closed. So I'm like, oh, sad. But it's okay, because just being here is a change of scenery. And just FYI, for anybody that is concerned that we're in Florida, we did not stop anywhere from our home to here. No gas stations. And we brought all food from home, so we literally are not going anywhere. All right, so here's the T. Now we are going to, this is kind of a fun way that we do the H. We start here. We come over and then down, down, okay? So that's the first part of it. So we crossed our T and we came over. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Pam. There's lots to go on here. I'm so glad. And then we're going to go here. I hope for those of y'all that are just catching us, maybe you've never lettered before, maybe you have. I hope you see that we are breaking this down one stroke at a time, because when you are learning lettering, that's what you do, okay? It's one stroke at a time. FYI, we have done a pop-up opening of our lettering club, so anybody that's interested in that, let us know. We usually only open that a few times a year, but because we know how beneficial all of this can be, we've gone ahead and opened it up for a little bit, and so there's a lot of good stuff in there, including we also added in, like when you join the lettering club, you get a library full of stuff, including our Faith Over Fear Bible study that we created a few years ago, but it is pretty timely for right now as well. So that's in your library as soon as you join. And if you're already a lettering club member, y'all check it out because it's there. Okay, so now let's thicken the downstrokes. Actually, right here, I like to do this. I like to kind of put a little something on it, like a little teardrop shape. Hey, Catherine from Trustful. All right, then we are going to, this is not going up, this is going down. So we're going to go down and over and just thicken that. All right, so this is not down, so we don't do anything there. But right here, we're going to thicken that. So on this little curve of the R, sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. Just kind of whatever you want to do. Hey, Pam says, fun. What a great job.
Thanks, Pam. You're the best.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I forgot. She needs lots of it. So y'all just tell her how awesome she's doing.
Oh, Lord.
She's a words of affirmation girl. All right. So now we are going to kind of do a little curve right here. And then right here, we're going to thicken. But as you go up, you don't do anything right there. Jerry says, Ohio here, trying to learn lettering in Procreate. If you find just the right pen, Jerry, it's really really good. We have got a good guest speaker that in the lettering club that teaches us some cool stuff on the iPad as well. All right, so also another thing, Jerry, on the Procreate, have you seen the cover for your iPad that makes it not so slick and glass feeling? It makes it feel more like paper. That would be helpful. All right, going down. One step ahead of me, Fawn, doing good. Okay, up. So you get the hang of it. You understand what downstrokes are?
Yeah.
All right, so with all these downstrokes, we will be thickening. Not every stroke, just the downstrokes. Do y'all hear the plane going by?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it on the phone, but there's the plane with the big banner saying beaches are closed, beaches are closed.
No, we're not looking at it anymore. It's depressing. No.
Deborah said, we made a delivery to Derek near 38 this a.m. and it looked like a ghost town. What about PCB? Well, we literally haven't driven around at all, so I don't know. We did walk down to the beach. There's a hotel here that's on the beach and has this big like patio, and we're like, well, that's not really on the beach, but we can still look at the beach. And we tried to pay them to let us go, and they wouldn't let us. So that's all we've done. We've literally walked to the edge of the road and looked at the beach, and then we've come back here and we have been doing art and doing scavenger hunts and spraying down with water. And so I really haven't gotten out into the town a whole lot.
And you're not going to?
I'm not going to. Okay, down. I did see that one of the local restaurants was open, but you know, it's just takeout. The little one that we walked past. All right, and then down stroke right here. All right, so now, oh, Jerry, good. You said you had that cover. Awesome. Okay, so now after you get your word on there, and let me tell you, you letter this, you put it up, you remember it, and you do it. You breathe. When you feel the tightness in your chest, you take deep breaths, okay? Like this, we letter things to get it into our brain. Now we are going to start adding in the color. This is so much fun. So you're going to think of like a couple of main colors that you want to do on the petals. So I'm going to do yellow and then come back in with a little bit of orange. So what colors are you going to do, Fawn?
I'm trying to decide. Do these go together?
No.
Maybe.
I think if you did that pink and then did a little bit of the blue at the bottom, just a little bit, and it will turn into purple.
Do I do orange or no orange? Because I already have it.
I just would forget about the orange.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to do... orange and blue do not mix, okay? Orange and blue are complementary colors. If you put those two together, it's going to turn to brown.
Well,
so that's why we don't want to do
orange already.
Well, it's a little small enough amount that it's not going to matter.
Or I could change it to a different color.
The only thing that's going to be able to blend with orange is going to be yellows or reds.
All right, so I'll do these two and not blend the orange. Got it.
You'll be fine with this. It's not enough.
What about
to worry
this
about.
color?
These two colors?
These two.
No, I wouldn't. I do these two.
Okay.
So you're gonna get your main color, and you do not have to do this like super duper solid. You can just kind of scribble it, but you want to go kind of quick. And so I'm going to scribble in my first color. The reason you want to go quick is you don't want this to have a ton of dry time. I mean, it's already dry. It's not like it's wet, but you know what I mean? Like, the quicker you can get to this marker juice before it has completely dried up, the better it's going to act like watercolor. All right? So there's my first color. I'm going to take my second color.
Sorry.
You're fine. And then just put it a little bit at the base, okay? This would be the darker color of the two. So you did your lighter color first, and then you can do your darker color. Now, with your darker color, since it's going to be blue, blue is very strong. Don't even do it as much as I'm doing it.
Okay.
Just do it a little bit.
Like, barely.
Yeah. Maybe you can do it more, but do it skinny, like not as long of strokes.
Oh, well,
Like, you're fine.
don't worry. It's going to be absolute perfection no matter
It's
what.
going to be beautiful. It's already so good. You're so good.
Oh. Okay, there we go.
Okay, all right. Here we go. This was blowing away earlier. That's what we
okay.
were trying to do. But,
All right.
Okay, so you're gonna start with your lightest color first. Okay, so you're gonna start in your pink, and then just kind of watch. So if I'm right here, I'm gonna do my yellow first, and I'll move down here to the orange. And kind of loosen it up a little bit and pull it a little bit on top. You're not going to cover the whole thing because you want to still have some of that yellow. You're just going to kind of pull it to where some of it is on top. I might need to move this up just a little bit.
Okay. Here.
I'm trying to see if we're both in the
see?
picture. I think we're both in there, yeah. Okay.
All right. Is that right?
That's perfect. And then clean your brush in between the petals because you don't want to take all that dark purple. And then again, start with your light. And kind of come down here with the other. And you're just going to do this on all of them. So just remember to clean your brush in between. Start with the lightest color and then pull that darker color up.
Too bad Facebook kicked us out if we play beautiful music.
I know. We had music on here. What was that? The monkey song or something?
Everybody on there probably has heard the monkey dance.
I would have not have called it the monkey dance.
I
but,
know, but that's what it's called. Look it
That's
up.
that's what the kids have been playing.
Don't make me
all
start
morning.
singing it.
Don't start singing it.
Oh gosh, I'm tempted.
Don't. Okay. All right. So it looks like in that one I had brown too, so I could come back into that, but no, you don't have to. So we'll wait on you, Miss Fawn. Don't worry, I'm not in a rush. No rush. I kind of like doing it with somebody else because everybody tells me that I teach too fast when I'm online. So when you're with me, I can see.
I have more petals than you, technically. We could teach the Honduras girls this when we go back.
I hope we get to go back this year. I don't know what. We are planning to go back. Fawn always goes with us to Honduras when we go with rice bowls. Fawn actually grew up in Honduras. A little fun fact about her. Her parents were missionaries there. So when we go with rice bowls, she goes with us, and it's awesome because she speaks the language. And so, of course, most of them speak English. All the kids do anyway. Okay, you ready for the center?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Playing.
Okay, so now for the center, I'm going to do a mixture of different browns, and I am going to kind of do a little scribbling. All right, so now we're going to get our browns or whatever color you want the center to be. It doesn't have to be brown. And we're just going to kind of start doing like figure eights. Now, I don't want too much of this and this to touch too much because they'll blend together. But yeah, be careful not to get on this white table. Only because we're at the beach house, and we're at my mama's beach house. And she's already said, y'all need a little pad up under that. And I was like, no, be careful, be careful.
All right.
Yeah,
next color.
Pick this up a little bit.
Do we do the next color?
If you have, what color are you going to do? Just make sure it's in the
do
same
a
color
mix.
family. Yeah. Those are all blues and greens. That's in the same cool
thing.
color family. Yep, so you can totally do that. And if you've got a darker color, sometimes I'll put the darker kind of in the middle. I should have gone and gotten even darker than this.
It's hard not to get. We do need a.
Ooh.
It's washable. It's washable.
We have it documented. It was you. It's not me.
How do you know? What if you stepped up for yours?
We got witnesses. All right.
Hey, I'm just helping you out. Just kidding. Look, this is going to be so pretty. My little blues.
It is pretty. I like that color combo a whole lot.
All
It
right,
actually
now
matches
what?
the beach house a lot. Okay, so now we're going to take our water cups. We can move this back over here.
Okay.
I would pick this up just because we're on the white table.
Yeah.
And you are just going to blend it in. Kind of go in circles. Blend it in. Be careful as you get too close to the petals. Oh gosh, I just got it too. It's okay.
It's okay.
All
It's
is well.
washable.
All is well.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you.
There they go on a little golf cart ride. Okay. There we go. Now I need to get off this thing so we can go get something to wipe the table up.
Wait, I'm not done. They haven't gotten to see my
I know. Anyway, thank y'all for joining us. If you've got, if you're watching this live, and you have kids, or even if you don't, you might like to join us. Oh, look, fun, save the day. But anyway, this is just a fun little activity for you to do while you might be home. And if you're interested in joining the Lettering Club, we have done a pop-up opening for it. It is where we do projects like this together all the time. We do, we have a lettering boot camp teaching you the ins and outs, and we send you happy mail to your doorstep every single month. It's full of like different supplies and scripture cards and things like that. So anyway, we'll drop that link in too. Y'all have fun. If you do this, be sure to post it so we can see it. All right, see y'all.